unboxing. Today's unboxing, I have Funko Pop comic book Batman moments, Red Hood versus Deathstroke, and I am honestly so glad and happy to have this pop moments, which I don't usually collect these, but I love this one because not only involves my favorite anti-hero and DC anti-hero, at least my all-time favorite DC anti-hero or superhero or Batman sidekick but one of my all-time favorite DC supervillain assassins, mercenaries at least. But this happened during a comic book where after I don't really know too much about it, but I know this was on a comic cover, which I like the looks of it. But what I do remember, like under the Red Hood comic, like in the actual film, but this never happened in the animated film. Kind of wish it did to make it more interesting. But if you haven't seen Batman Under the Red Hood animated film, definitely go check it out. I highly recommend it. That's when I watched that movie the first time, that's what got me to love Red Hood character. And what got me to love Deathstroke was playing Injustice and Batman Arkham Origins. Get to play as both of them and get to play as him in both games. Well, Deathstroke in Injustice and Arkham Origins. Well, when you get the game, there is obviously a pre-order digital download to play as Deathstroke on challenge map only, but there could be a mod you could play as him in the free realm, which I don't know too much about that, but let's get to the boxing detail first. So as you can see, this is a previews exclusive at San Diego 2020, Comic Con exclusive, but mostly previews exclusives like this you can usually find them at FYE, which this is where I found this, and when I picked this up, it was literally the last one, and they were closing while I just got there, so I figured why not when I got my $25 FYE gift card from my brother, since I've got him the Deadpool video game, which I recently platinumed that game not too long ago. It was actually last year, was my 10th platinum. My last one I platinumed for last year, but there'll be more coming your way. Just like more of these vids will come your way, but let's turn over the packaging. But another thing we missed is the Red Hood versus Deathstroke title and comic moments and Batman logo, which I love. And we have a Gotham City view, not much to it, and black and yellow at the bottom, just like the Wiz Khalifa song. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. And the DC logo. Mostly when I see black and yellow, not only Batman, but almost helps me think of Watchmen, which I've only watched that movie once, and I didn't really, not really a movie I would be willing to watch again, but I did pick it out just because I heard a lot of people loved it, but I did not know my brother did, but at least I'm glad he enjoyed it. But as you can see, he on the packaging, on the hood, Red Hood title, you could actually see his Arkham Knight design on the second O. And we obviously get the nice image art of them facing each other to the death, I think. Let me move the camera aside so you can see better. That's better. And we obviously get the Batman logo again, and as you can see, as you can probably see very well in the front side, you get a nice moon set, which I love a lot. Helps me think of nighttime and Halloween and any other stuff that helps me relax. And we get the same number, 336, and Red Hood versus Deathstroke again. But without further ado, let's get this bad boy open and see how cool they actually are. And this shouldn't take long. Let me move this from the side. Get the moon set out. So as you can see, they're both out of the packaging. I don't know about y'all, but I love the looks of these. The look at both of my favorite DC character designs here. So as you can see, they're both not very happy, which ought to fight to the death. I can tell that being a mercenary or being a bounty hunter must be a hard life. May pay well, but you never know if you live or die, whoever you face off. So before we get to them, there's also dialogue in the packaging. Let's start with Deathstroke's. His says playtime's over, and Red Hood's says show me what you've got. But for the moonset view, I actually have an idea what to do to set it off better. Just like that. Now that's how you do a setup. Well, in the easy way for now, but for the stop motion, I'm not too much sure about, but I'll learn more of that in the future, in my future vids. And it's gonna take time, but I'll let you know what comes up and give y'all detail. So as you can see, that they're fighting, they're sprinting and facing each other. They're at nighttime on a rooftop, which I remember in the novel where Deathstroke's holding the knife at close to Red Hood's throat, and Red Hood's holding the gun closer to Deathstroke's jaw. And you can not do much with these moments, but you can turn their heads. They're probably all like, what are you looking at? But as you can see, there's some damage and scratches on both of their helmets while they're fighting, and probably took some blade to blade on each other's helmets. And I love how they're both are not having angry eyes. And I honestly love the detail of Deathstroke's helmets, but most problem everyone has is the lost eye left part, because Deathstroke does honestly only have one eye, and I'm not too much sure about, but it is what it is. But one thing I also love about this is I love the Deathstroke's design and his costume, his outfit, his figure design, better than any other Deathstroke figure I've seen out there, at least from the DC comic verse and the one from the Arrow show. But from the Arrow show, almost kind of looked like his Arkham Origins design. But we'll look more into this, and as you can see that Red Hood's jacket is floating in the air, and you can actually see both of their speeding in smoke dust. And you can see roof bricks and engine, and just like in the comic novel. And you can see back line detail of his helmet. And you could also see his gun parts he has in his pocket. And you could actually see he has ear parts. He didn't really have those in the last figure they had in 2018, which is a summer convention exclusive, which is actually, I found at GameStop, which was actually a GameStop exclusive, which I actually picked that one up when at the Mopac GameStop, which it was the last one. Like, the one I usually shop at was at Green Lawn Boulevard, because that's the Warner Ranch, Round Rock area I used to live in when I worked at HEB for like 2 years. So that's that. But I was trying so hard to look for him, and so I'm glad I got my chance. And one thing I love about the Deathstroke figure is not only that he's black and orange, but I love that there's actual detail in the left black spot, which is his lost eye part. And I love the bandana tail part, just like an actual ninja. Like, I love that Deathstroke has that, honestly. I loved that they put that kind of detail of him ever since Arkham Origins. I enjoyed the boss battle. Not only I got hyped on it, but it felt more like a Mortal Kombat fight and more of a challenge, and was quite my all-time favorite. And I love that his blades are on the side, and his knife too. No guns, just blades. Just like guns versus knife and blades. To the death. Which, as they always say, never bring a gun to a knife fight. Or never bring a knife to a gunfight. But anyways, I love this comic moment, this Funko moment, and I loved how this turned out. And one thing I've heard is they're actually making a separate figure of the Red Hood that looks just like this one. And I kind of hope they do the same for Deathstroke, because I really dig this design detail. So if so, then if you love me to do reviews of both of them separate unboxing, let me know in the comments below. But I hope you enjoyed my review too. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notified when I post some brand new videos. Anyways, let me know what you think of my review in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, Maz out.
I get so caught up in the middle.